You've been warned. Do not listen to this episode unless you are ready for some radical responsibility on your Monday morning. Are we ready? Okay, if you're still here, let's go. If not, potentially a good choice. So I fucking read myself to filth this morning. I don't even know if that's a term, but it feels like it's really applicable to my situation. And I know that some people would be like, oh my gosh, you're so hard on you. To which I say, the people that say that, do you want their fucking life? Because let me tell you, I feel the people that always have excuses have the most mediocre life that I have ever witnessed, and I don't want that. The people that have exceptional lives, that have built something incredible for themselves, are the people that will always have a really high standard and hold you to a high standard. And for me personally, they're the people that I want to be around. But I felt myself look at aspects of my life and just feel unhappy, like genuinely like unhappy. And I think that there is something where, you know, it's interesting. I had a conversation with someone and like, they're like, oh, but you've done this and you've done this. And I thought to myself when I woke up this morning, I had this real realization moment that I don't want to justify. Like, I don't want to ever get in this period where I'm justifying why things are good. I want to know deep within myself that I'm really deeply happy with what I do, how I'm doing it, my business, my life, everything that I look at, there is a deep sense of satisfaction. And I know within myself that when that isn't there, I know that I'm not living up to my full potential because I know that I'm not being fucking honest with myself. I thought about this morning because I think that one of the biggest and best skills in your life, and when someone said this to me, it was probably like 10 years ago. It felt like at the time that it was like a huge bitch slap, but it was the bitch slap that I needed. And it was pretty much everything in your life you are responsible for. And I feel like in circumstances like this, people will usually say, they'll pull out the fucking worst of the worst. We're not talking about that. We are not talking about the external circumstances that happen, but the little things that happen, right? It's like the body that I am in now, the business that I have, the relationships that I have, the places that I put myself, things like that. What I have is the result of decisions that I have made or decisions that I have not made and how I have showed up. And what was told to me is that if you take ownership over everything that happens within your life and within your business, it is the best thing for you to do, because you will know that whenever something happens that you are not happy with, that you ultimately can be responsible for the transformation. Because you think about it, if you think that everything is outside of you and nothing is your, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened to me, right? If you feel like everything around you has happened to you, you will always feel like that you can't get a better outcome because it's like everything is outside of yourself, instead of feeling like that the responsibility lays on you. And again, some of you I think would be like, oh my God, I don't want to hear that. And I feel some of you may even want to go into excuse mode. And the thing is 100% you can justify it however you fucking want. For me though, it's funny, the example I'm going to use is, do you know the amount of times that I have done the math on where my business and my life would be if I had a partner to split every bill with? I have never had that privilege. I have never had the privilege of partnership ever. And I have lost count of the amount of hours, literal hours that I've done on the math for that. And I got to a point where I was like, this is not helpful. Yes, you can do this and it feels good at the time because it passes the buck of responsibility to someone else, but that doesn't matter because this is the life that you have. This is your journey that's happening right now. So I know that this feels like it's fun to do, but it's not actually helping you. And when I had that realization, it made me have the ability to kind of like take my power back within myself and realize that yes, life is happening. I'm a human where things are going to happen to me. Stuff is outside of my control. But for the most part, everything within my life that I am actually not 100% happy with is the result of something that I had done or I hadn't done, or a decision that I had basically made. And when I realized that, cool, if I have got myself to a point where I'm like, 20 kilos overweight, I'm not happy, or we haven't had the growth, whatever it is, if this is on me and I did that, guess what? I can fix it. I can change it. And that felt so freeing because it never ever felt like then that anything was outside of my control to change. I realized that I could change this within myself. And that's why this morning I woke up and I was like, right, if you're doing the justification game, shit has to change. And again, I know myself really well, that I know my little habits, and maybe you have the same, or maybe you're a little different. Maybe you realize that when you get to a point and you're like, making excuses for people, you realize you need to set a boundary, whatever it is. But for me, it's when I'm trying to justify, oh, you've done really well, you've done this. It's like, no. When for me personally, one of my top values is growth. So of course I am going to feel like that I am deeply not satisfied if I don't have growth. And me justifying stuff that's happening is not going to make that happy, because you think about it, it goes against a core value that I have. So I think this for you is where you get to reflect on, what do you actually want? What is deeply important to you? Like, if I were to get you to just write this down on paper, it's like, what do you value? What are your highest priorities? Like, just get really clear on it. Be honest with yourself. And, I think it's like, for example, if family is your highest priority and you feel like that you're building a business and it's taking away from your family, you want to be sure as shit that the hours that you are devoting to that are actually going to be moving the needle. And this for you, it's like, if you're busy and you're just doing the same old shit, maybe you need to do bold action. Maybe we need to better utilize that time so you can get these big changes. So you get to a financial point where you can outsource that, or you feel like that you've got, so much more cash in the bank that you can take more time off, go on holidays, whatever the fuck it is, right? But I got really clear with myself this morning, and what ultimately made the change for me, and what made me be like, right. I also want to say too, I've just finished my period, so I'm in the runway to ovulation, which is always when the most dramatic, incredible change happens. I don't know about you, it feels like it lights a fire up my ass, and I'm just like, I am here to change and be an exceptional person. Oh my gosh, I took a sip of water and I can't even remember what I was going with that. That's fine, we must have just finished that thought. But that's right. Okay. So, I thought this morning, if I was here, if we rewind a year into the future and I was in exactly the same spot where I am now, would I be happy? And the answer was no. I have to look at my life and be like, great, make the change. I feel like this potentially is one of maybe the most bitch slappy quickies from Monday that we've ever had. But, I believe in you. And I think that if you listen to this podcast, if you tune in religiously, you are here to live an exceptional life. And you know that you have something within yourself, that you are here to be great or produce greatness or have a legacy that outlives you, whatever it is. You know within yourself that you have access to this. And I think that when you are this person, you require a completely different rule book to other people. If someone says to me, you're doing great, just give it time. It's like, well, it depends what we're giving time. But if I've been flogging my shit out for such a long time, that's the worst thing that you can say to me, because I want tangible change. And I think sometimes for us, we just need a little wake up call, because it's like we could be busy on the wrong things. Or maybe we're going at 50% when we really could go at 100%. And I don't mean in terms of working more, hustle more. It could be the work that we're doing, the conversations that we're having, what we're pitching, how we're showing up, how big we're playing, right? It's like, why the fuck are we selling a $10 ebook when we could be selling a $10,000 transformation, whatever it is. But I feel that if you are here to be great and incredible, and you are here to self-actualize and to be the best that you can be and finish up on this earth knowing that you have used up every single little ounce of greatness within your cells, you have to hold yourself to as high a standard, and you have to be really fucking real with yourself, and you have to do it on a regular basis. Otherwise, you will end up, like I was this morning, a bit unsatisfied with life and where things are at. And that's okay, because guess what? We turn shit around. We don't let this go on for 6 fucking months. We are not doing that. We do it in a day, and we are back on track. And I am so excited. Hottie, I love you. I love me. I love this. I love my business. I love your business. I love fucking everything. I love your potential. I love my potential. Oh my God, I'm here to get it. You're here to get it. We are here to be fantastic. If you have fallen off track, or if you feel like that shit just is not the way that you want it to be, that's fine. Because guess what? You're alive. You have a whole day ahead of you to make shit fantastic. I believe in you. I believe in us. Oh my God. I feel like, you know what? It's this 12 minutes. I have never, ever, ever sat down and just absolutely belted a podcast out. There's usually a full a few false starts, but this obviously needed to get out of me. So it's the conversation that needed to be had. Please don't be angry with me. Know that I love you, okay? But hot stuff, I love this. I love you. I'm going to go and have coffee with my mom. It's like I was on a deadline to get this done because Jan is always early, which means I'm officially late. So I love you more than the fact that my mother is very predictable. She is a time stickler. We love that about Jan. I love you more than my lip gloss. It's actually really good. What is it? It's Cicaplast by La Roche-Posay. It's really, oh my God, it's like it's a cheapie and it's good and it makes my lips look fantastic. I love you more than that. And I love you more than I have a sexy workspace to come to, record my podcast, be fabulous, be a babe app, and meet incredible people. Hottie, I love this and I'll see you next time.